Ciao ragazzi, hi guys, welcome back to another video. Zamo here, how you doing? Welcome to a new video, it's so good to see you. I'm here with the Zamo sign, with the pizza on the counter, with a double cup today. We have some fresh water and we have some espresso, and we are ready to talk about today's topic. With the coming of spring, I decided to take a hard look at my wardrobe and decide what I'm selling, what I get rid of, and what I think is not worth keeping in my wardrobe. So we're just gonna go through all these kind of like regrets, thing I don't wear, and then why I'm selling them. I think overall it's very important to keep, always just the clothes that you wear. And I took inspiration from Team Design's video. It's nice to have lesser things, wear them more often. So that's what today's video is gonna be about. Thank you for liking and for following the channel. It's amazing. Join the Spaghetti Army. That's the name of our community. We make videos every day. We have fun. We talk fashion, design, inspiration. There's the link also to my vintage underneath, to my TikTok for shorter funny videos, and to my Substacks if you want to read some article. Thank you to all the Spaghetti Swordlers. Extra how you doing for you. Enjoy it. Kappa goal. And yeah, otherwise, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It really means a word to me. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, so we will always have some YouTube money to get some coffee, so I love it. These are like the first few hot days of the year here in Amsterdam, and I've been going through my wardrobe and I have so much stuff. Even if I thought that I wasn't buying too much, I still have so many things that maybe I like the idea of, but then they're not practical. I don't wear them, the colorway is so hard. So I decided to put them into 5 categories, as we always do, and we're gonna talk about, why I'm selling them and what are my regrets, my issues with those items. Let's start with category number 1, that's footwear. There is 2 choices that I'm sure are gonna surprise you. So I don't want to have anymore in my wardrobe, and I wish to sell my Salomon XT6 Gore-Tex. Like everyone else here in Amsterdam, like 1 year, 2 years ago, I follow into the hype trend of Salomon. I think the overall idea is great. Functional shoes, clean shoes, Gorp core, all that vibe. And of course, Salomon really gained popularity. The XT6 is, I would say, their most popular model. It's like nice and narrow with elastic straps, a nice grip. I like the shoes, but 2 issues. One, they are made of Gore-Tex, which is fine, but they get incredibly warm all the time. They make you sweat, and that's really hard. Second, the shoe is a bit narrow and the sole really gets warm fast. So I never find myself being like, okay, let me enjoy a pair of these XT6. I have a pair of XT4s that I prefer. So overall, this is potentially a great shoe, but either because of the silhouette or because of like this waterproof factor, I wouldn't recommend you guys buying it. I want to sell my pair. And they're also cold during winter, which maybe has to do with the Gore-Tex coating. I don't know, maybe it's my bad, maybe I was just unlucky. Overall, XT6, I was happy to wear them, but I haven't worn these in months, so it's time to get rid of these. The second pair of shoes that I'm also never wearing and that I wanted to keep so hard, but I'm gonna sell, is my pair of New Balance per jjjjound. This I think is like their second collaboration, I think 2022, 2021. This is a pair of New Balance made in US 990 version 3. Amazing colorway, but this color is very, very hard because again, it's green, different kind of green with black, so either you go for a very tonal fit or they don't stand out. And also, I'm not a huge fan of this model because they have like fleece inside, which makes very warm. I used to wear them for like a whole week when I was in Copenhagen. They're enjoyable, they're comfortable, but they're not worth the hype, and I never find myself able to wear this pair. I think it's mostly the colorways and the warmth, because again, summer, let's say a day like this, and even if you're wearing something green, for example, a flaneur cap, like it's always kind of mismatching. So I think this is also something that I want to get rid of, even if it's a great pair of shoe. I think about it before buying colorways. I was able to get this for retail, thank you to David. But yeah, I mean, it's probably gonna leave the family. So as always, guys, we're building the fit, and describing it, what we instead I want to get rid of, what I want to sell. In terms of pants, we have 3 choices. We have, first of all, this pair of Uniqlo C parachute pants. Those are from like latest drop. I like those, but I have a lot, and this model is actually a bit too narrow. I'm not a huge fan of the seam, so in this case it was a miss, and I really need to sell this because I have other pants, as you know very well. I'm the king of parachute pants, parachute prints. Call me PP. Those are going. Another thing that I really want to get rid of is this pair of fire-resistant carpet and pants. As you guys know, I'm really into this vintage vibe. I've been collecting Carhartt. I've been selling and collecting Dickies. And I found this pair of cargos. Those are like classic carpenters. They have FR logo on their back pocket. That means that they have been treated to be fire retardant. I love the idea, but these pants are too narrow on me. And do I really need another pair of carpenters? No, I do not. So those are out of the way, available for sale. And then number 3, I don't know, I'm feeling conflicted, but it's this pair of Uniqlo U Salvage Denim. I currently have two models and they serve me great. I really had good time with them in the last few years, but recently I never find the right mental space. So like I like the idea of myself having a good pair of blue denim, but I never push myself enough to wear them. I think that is not part of what I like to wear anymore, out of sync, out of tone with the rest of my fit. So I think that's time to make space in my tiny Amsterdam wardrobe and also get rid of these. But if instead they're your vibe, I'm absolutely happy with how they feel and how they look. I have a fresh pair and a pair that has been worn in, but I think it's time to come to conclusions and be like, okay, I really like actually to express myself a lot with my pants. Those are like kind of my central focus. So I need to make some space and get rid of these pants that I haven't worn for really months. If we are talking t-shirt tops for spring, there's three that I want to get rid of and that unfortunately don't fit into my overall vision anymore. Number one is this Black Tailor wash t-shirt. I don't like the neckline. Black Tailor is a very nice brand. They have sponsored the video in the past. I really fuck with their hoodies, but this t-shirt is not it. I don't like the neckline. I wore it like once to a party. That was fun, but that was it. So do I need an extra t-shirt? No. Please, with t-shirt, keep it as simple as possible. Couple of graphics, black, white. That's it. That would be my advice, and that's where I want to be in 2026, kind of. So make sure I keep my promise. Then number two, we have this amazing Harley Davidson Tokyo waffle knit. I'm overall in love with waffle knits. I think they look great. My girlfriend, for example, has a super cool one from Daily Paper 666. I like the idea of like, like maybe like long sleeve waffle knit under some kind of, towel vibe like t-shirt and stuff. But this one, even if it's made in Tokyo, has this beautiful pin-up in the front, so the overall idea is great. This brown, this beige doesn't really work for me. So every time it's a hassle, every time I try to wear it and I hit myself back with the idea. So we are waving goodbye also to this one. And number three, guys, please beware of uniqlo polos, like just the normal airism polos. Bought a few in the past, and the idea was like, okay, I want to have like a nice addition, like a nice work polo, evening polo. Why don't try like, airism is so nice for uniqlo t-shirts, but the overall look and feel is different. I don't know why, but they have this sportswear feel, this kind of like relaxed American dad feel to it, and I cannot bring myself to like those. So I'm gonna sell. I have a couple, both in black and in striped. They're not hitting home. They're not enough. So beware of that. I think the overall irism, when applied to different materials, might look cheap. That's also something that's leaving the house. Then I need some coffee because we're talking jackets. Point number four, we're gonna talk about jackets. As you guys know, as I took, for example, in this video, I have plenty of jackets. Jackets are amazing, and I really like the idea of like wearing your heart on your sleeve and having something unique, something that speaks of community, something that speaks about your passion, so I'm absolutely into that, and I'm always collecting new jackets. I might do a new video soon on spring jackets because I think spring is also an amazing period for like light jackets, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Join the Spaghetti Army. Let's talk about jackets. I have three jackets that I'm gonna sell and that I'm gonna make more space off for my future purchases, or not. I shouldn't. So number one is this Carhartt Detroit jacket. So this is a beautiful workwear mainline Carhartt Detroit jacket. This is a size medium. I am normally a size large, so it feels really over. Nice brown faded pocket. You've seen it in Interstellar. You've seen it everywhere. I love this jacket, but I never wear it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's lining. I don't know, but like I never brought myself into wearing that. I think I wore it once during the whole year. I prefer other models that I currently have for Carhartt, and these jackets served me well in the past, but it's not more the case. I don't vibe with it anymore. So number two is my, let's say, rare jacket. So this is a collaboration between Sabukaru, the beautiful Japanese-based media company, agency, magazine. They talk about movies, fashion, inspiration, design. They're amazing. Down in the description. They did a collaboration with CCP, which is a cycling brand from Tokyo, and they released this like Sabukaru Cycling Club jacket. This is limited to 25 pieces in the world. Has like some nice strings in the enter, and it's like a coat jacket, so you have like a raisable collar, hidden pockets. It's I would say it was like one of my first like cool jackets that I bought, and I was like, okay, I am cool. It's a couple of years ago I bought it, 2021. Yeah, 4 years ago, Yeah, that was like one of my first cool jackets. I remember going for a beer with it and be like, damn, Eugenio, you made it, like, fuck yeah. But anyways, it just doesn't have a place anymore in my wardrobe. It's very nice, but I just never feel like wearing that. I like this mega low key. I love Sabukaru. Thank you guys for making me develop my passion for fashion. but that's not it. It's too anonym. Maybe anonym. That's for sale. Let me know if you know Sabukaru, by the way, in the comments. That's gonna be cool to talk about it. And number 3 is this daily paper puffer layer jacket. I really like it, but it's blue, and I don't wear a lot of blue, so I overall bought it through my girlfriend again. She's the daily paper queen, and like I like the idea of like a mid layer, you know, that you can maybe put under leather jackets over, and it's an amazing, unique kind of kilted technique, but it's blue. So realistically, I might have to sell it because it's blue, and blue right now is not in my key colors to focus on. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's talk about like the last couple of things that I want to sell. We're gonna talk accessories, and then we can go have some lasagna and relax. So if you're talking accessories, I think accessories are key, especially for spring and summer. These are the months in which it gets sunny, you have to cover your head, it's warm, you need to look stylish wearing less clothes, so you have to compensate. That's why, for example, you get tattoos, you get accessories and shit. So I have 2 accessories that I'm selling. Number 1 is this Ducados cap. I'm selling it because I bought it. Ducados is a tobacco company from Canary Islands, so super nice story. I wanted something that reminded me of like the Marlboro aesthetic racing caps from the 1980s, 90s. But from Canarias, I've been to Canarias a couple of years ago and I loved it. Amazing idea, this red cap, but it's too small for my ginormous head. You know, cranium ring, big cranium. So I have to sell it, it's a shame. And number 2 is this pair of TOL, made in Italy, overall oversized vintage looking sunglasses. I like the idea. I got them for cheap at an archive sale, but as we always say, it's not because something is cheap you have to buy it. I bought them, I like them, but this round shape doesn't work with my face. So even if they're amazing quality and I got them for a steal, they're going away. Hope that you had some fun talking about the pieces that are like not anymore in your wardrobe. My overall recommendation to you, to all of us, would be to always check, you know, every few months what we have in the wardrobe, what you haven't worn, and just get rid of it. You can sell it, you can give it to your friends, you can give it to your partner, but overall I think it's really important to try and be on top of things and to try to have control over things. Don't get yourself stuck in the idea of like, oh yeah, this is a super amazing collab, yeah, but like if you wore it twice a year, why would you keep it, right? So I'm not promoting selling your soul, but I'm just saying let's be center, let's think about what you like, what you wear, and having less clothes is gonna also make it easier for you to dress in the morning. So that's today's lesson. Wear plenty of sunscreen and see you at the next one. Love you, bye, ciao ciao.